Mike, back-to-back wins on the road. How pleased are you with the recent performances from the lads?
I'm really happy. I think I said post-concert that we had a really good start to the season. We've had a blip, a mid-season blip in some of our results. I feel like we've left about 5 points on the pitch at the moment, but the last 4 games have been great. We've looked really strong and back to what has been the start of the season for us. So the Lincoln result comes into that. I thought we played well against Pontefract, but we wasn't as potent as we have been in the final third. So to then go up north and win 2 games on the bounce, you can't underestimate the travel, mate. I think it's difficult, to have to go up to Heaton Stannerton on a Wednesday night and perform the way that we did. We then backed that up against a really strong concert side, and it's always tough to go there as well. So 5 goals, clean sheet at concert has really got us back on track, and we're in a healthy league position moving into the next period of games.
We're back at home on Saturday against Hallam. Have you identified any threats that we should be worried about?
Yeah, they're a decent side of Hallam. They've come up last year winning the playoff final. Craig is seasoned. He always puts a good strong squad together, and he always finds gems. I think we're going to have to be wary of their height from a set piece perspective. But I've said this a lot. I think we've probably been stronger on the road, but I always back us at home. We want to find that ruthlessness again that makes us really difficult to play at home. We love the size of the pitch. We know what we can do with the movement of it. So yeah, we will give Hallam the respect that they deserve. They've started the season well for a promoted team. We know what some of their threats will be. I think if we look after ourselves, which is what made us successful in the back end of last season, we're going to continue to do that. We're pretty much full strength. We're exactly where we need to be. We'll have our fingers crossed that Ben Farrer comes out of the York City FA Youth Cup game unscathed. He's done really well for us since coming in, and obviously that's his requirement with York, that he plays in those games. So we will back him, and we hope he comes out of that unscathed, and it will give us a full strength squad to choose from.
What is your message to the lads this week in training?
It's just nice to train. We've had a good few weeks now. I think I mentioned it again. After the concert game, it feels like we've been back to back in relation to our midweek action. So to have a week at home, to get 2 really good training sessions in the boys on Tuesday and Thursday. We will be pretty relaxed on Tuesday just to make sure we've got all of the lactic acid out of the boys and they're recovered well. And then we'll ramp that up on Thursday in relation to what we think Hallam will bring, and how we can combat that and get ourselves in a position to be fighting fit and ready to go. So yeah, it's nice to be back home. It's nice to get a couple of training sessions in, and we'll have a full complement to choose from.
You got any message for the fans for this weekend?
We love this place being filled out. I think the attendances have probably been the best they've been. Me and Andy used to play in front of 120 people, so it's nice to hit the 400s, the 450s. The boys that stand up and bang the drum, we absolutely adore it. We hear it, we feel it. And then we've got our regulars that are always there to back us. So we want the attendances to continue. We want the backing to continue. The boys on the pitch really do feel it, and they appreciate it. And it's great to see people away from home. We got on from Heaton Stannerton at about 1:30 in the morning. We've taken fans with us. So I want them to be on the journey. I'm here to put a decent product on the pitch, and I don't think we're far off where we want to be. Right? We're just outside of the playoffs, and we're playing well. So we want them to back us. We want them here. We want them cheering us on and being the 12th man.
See you Saturday.
Cheers, mate. See you Saturday.